Pastor Fortress, I greet you. Thank you for your support. May God bless you for what you are doing for me through Papa. Prophet Samson and Martin, live long. What you do in silence, many don't know. May God bless you. Expand your ministry. May the hearts you have for love, humility, discipline, which has transcended into all your children under you, seen by Pastor Fortress, I salute you wherever you are. Thank you so much for your support, Pastor Fortress. The legal dissolution of a marriage by court or by competent body is called divorce. The legal dissolution of marriage by court or competent body is called divorce. Greetings from the high throne of wisdom. Knowledge is about to be spilled out. My topic for tonight is the continuation of the last topic we treated. Divorce is not the end of life. For that matter, be careful about what you say before, during, and after divorce. Ladies and gentlemen, ginger chips, the honey ginger chips by Councillor Lutrot is here. Choose some. Choose some. So you build your immune system. The value of ginger, the value of honey, baked in a particular atmosphere, a particular temperature, has what it does for the body. X mineral water, the best mineral water so far. Drink and feel welcome. Feel excited. Let your body be refreshed because you took X mineral water. Vicro 20, the best immune booster that goes alongside with ginger. Wherever you are, order for it. I'll bring it to you. Tonight, I have 1 hour of wisdom, provocation, annoyance, insults that would not be pleasant to you, but to make you feel important as a human being. COVID-19 has become part of us. Our act of living with it is not to ignore. Wash your hand with soap and water. Sanitize your hand where necessary. And today I went to the Despite group of companies. They brought a new equipment that will do all that you want to do for you. Sanitizing, checking your temperature, and walking through a humidifier, turning yourself, and knowing that somebody is using wisdom to cash out on this COVID-19. I don't know what you are doing with your life. If you have any form of innovation that could cause you to make money because of COVID-19, immediately at once by force, do it. Don't slack behind. Don't lose your family. Don't let the center leave you. Hey, Emmanuel Okai, the best gang musician in the United Kingdom. Hey, Ingbamu, I love this guy so much. He plays a lot of sense music with gang language. Very, very sensible music, alongside with acoustic instruments and drums. Emmanuel Okai, we are supposed to do something in March, but COVID-19 has reduced us to clear 25 people. We want more than that. So attach it. Amanuohe, God richly bless you. Today's combination, Allah, Joseph Mbedi, Uhupo, Nasobate, Obate, Meniaye Breko. I am wearing this colors not because of the sexual event called Valentine, but because I think this nonsense in marriage must stop. Legal dissolution by court or competent body is called divorce. When you go through divorce, the devil is not at work. You are not an evil person. You are not a burden to society. Those who are burden to society are those who are in marriage and are suffering and are destroying the future of their children and destroying their husbands and destroying their wife. They are burdens. But those of you who have gone through divorce, you are not a burden to the nation. You are not a burden to society. You are rather an asset that we need to value and make better use of what you have gone through. No woman, I repeat, no woman will ever wish to be married and walk out of their marriage. For what reason? For decoration purposes. They go into marriages for better and for worse, till death do us part. That statement is wrong. It is a wrong statement, because most of you meet your untimely death on the way of preparing marriages, and because you have made a vow that you think this vow is biblical, this vow is spiritual, this vow is godly, you wish to die in a dying relationship. Hear me and hear my word. Don't die in a foolish relationship. If the marriage is not good, walk out of it with your heads up, but with your mouth shut. Because at the end of the day, talking plenty, talking loose, saying unnecessary things will not change the man you left. Unfortunately for you, that same man you left, that same woman you left, will find another person who will be more applicable and useful to them. So don't destroy and rock the boat that you were in before. One day, it might be useful today. Tonight, I am not addressing anybody, but examples that are feasible will be used for educational purposes. Greetings from the throne room of wisdom. Counselor George Lutrot is my name. The one and only counselor nationwide. The first award I have ever received before other ones followed. Have never been a local award. Ever since I became a counselor, since 2000, completed and had all my certificates, the first award I received for good work in the field of counseling came from the United States of America, recognized by the 3G media, Mr. CNN and a group. I didn't know them. They saw the good work I've done. God bless you for knowing that there's something good in me and you appreciated me. The second award I took, Money Year Award, from Germany. I don't know them. Till today, I don't know where they are located. They gave me that wonderful plaque. And I think that, you see, many a times, we think award means nothing. But anytime I see the award, I get provoked to do more. May God bless those who have recognized what I'm doing and know what I'm doing is bringing help and sanity to relationship. As for the rest of you who don't believe in what I say, I will fight you. But woe unto you if you find yourself in the act of destroying what I'm doing. God will punish you. You will die before your time, and I'll still live, because most of you have become destructive. And you are, if you don't believe in what I say, don't even come to my page at all, or come and shut up and watch, because people are dying. People are dying. People are dying. You don't see death written on their faces, but emotionally they are going down. Emotionally they are destroying themselves. Hear me and hear my word. This is Counselor Lutot. I fear nobody. Spiritually, I know. Physically, I am Mokotri. One year one me. Was share Mokogwe here. Was jam Mokwe. When you drum. Nyansa and the Kasa. And pay for the car. No more science. Omonya mathematics, economics, but almost see. Usuro awarijaya. Unya wadipa. So for be obekacho se uja wadia eye boneno. Siri who don't know. Awari boni manipa shiri nyenkwa. A shiri ni salvation. Bad marriage can cause you to lose your salvation. That is what the Bible says it clear. That give to your wives certificate of divorce. Who says God hates divorce? So it cannot be done. Then why did he give antidote to how we solve divorce issues? Hear me. Don't die in a dying relationship. Seek for help. 0277 609 644. Any marital challenge you have, don't mind them. Come. I'll give you the help that you deserve. I won't force counseling on you, but I'll make you understand what marriage is. So that foolish man, that stupid woman, will not cut your life short. And kwasiadia mbeme bi ya ma. Jimmy sembi a maybe ya mema. And maybe a ya mema. And kwasiadia bi a meme bi ya ma. Jimmy sembi a meme bi ya ma. And kwasia sembi a maybe di mema. Ama Jimmy sem awura wadiemu. Ma ye hu faso no. Ene me be kire mu. Ye di nkomo. Em se na watwe bienu nie. Ana watwe ba ko atwa mu. Enkomo ye di awareja ye. Obi di wontro. Se wugya awade a. Onkosro ahime mu. Amoy bola. Utra wade bone ho. Ewu ama saman aye tan. Ena ope. Tie me pa. Men twa ma beba ntwitu nkun. Men twa mo ba enwa poison ma wunwu. Awade ne nya pefofro. Awade gya nya bone. Enya bone nso da. Na awade a wote ho a wodi bone. Ena ye bone. Enyanom maba mosomfo pa. Nana obu anipa. Ochi ohiafo asan. Obu ohiafo na so ohiafo nya na danfo. Minie maba. Na me nkomo ya wo de. Na wo hiam wo abi afi mu ho a. Frɛ me wo telephone number yi so. 0277 609 644. Sanso na won so apese oboa me. A wo tu sikama me adi. Mama feely. Na makro na e mobile money number. Don't worry about anything. I am okay. I am satisfied. But in case you want an opportunity to be blessed, and for that matter, you think that you want to drop something with me, use the mobile numbers on your screen. If you are in the United States of America, do a Zelle for me. $1,000, $1 million. Let man enjoy it. After all, what is there for man? Wisdom is what we are bringing to you. Love you all as I start my lecture. Let me extend higher greetings to Hajia. Josephine Bedi, thank you for coming. Thank you so much for acknowledging what I'm wearing. Chan, thank you. Who is my fashion designer? Congratulations for asking. What I'm wearing today was given to me by One Chawano Boutique, my wife's boutique. That is where I took this one from. Abna, we love you. Love you back. Emmanuel Kind, my bigger brother in the UK, the best gum musician ever made. This guy, you won't die now. Your destiny and the lives you are affecting with your wisdom in music will definitely come to affect generation. No my job. Emo wala sekele. Inyami onakogbo. Obe na bad wo here be a sheku. Not too shibleo. Kind of your obe mbake hiwale. Thank you so much. Chiraba. Me too. Mention my name. Mami Chiraba. God bless you. Fatih. Thank you very much for coming. Eva. Mami Chiraba. You are here again. Akosua Enimwa. If I mention your name right, Akosua, thank you so much. Gina. God bless you. God bless you. I love you, girl. Yeah. Thank you for coming. Erica Lotte. More better person. God bless you. You get a new person to marry who will not cause you to go to jail. Henrita, thank you for coming. Ama, Adoma, thank you for coming. Eva, God bless you. No size baby, you know already. Josephine. Evelyn, oh yes. We really appreciate your effort. Thank you. God bless you for appreciating my effort. And God will smile on you for appreciating Councillor Lutrot. Watching you from Germany. German people, I took an award from your end. God bless you for nominating me. I didn't go. Somebody took flight and brought me George Lutrot. This thing, an award. Ghana, you will never appreciate what you have until you lose it. That is why you cherish their dead body. But I'm not dying for you to cherish me. Never. Until my assignment on earth has come to an end. No bagawire. No politician. Nobody. I won't break any law. But nobody, no institution can shut me down. When God says speak, I will speak. And he will provide the logistics. God bless you, darling. God bless you, darling. Some people appreciate me so much that at times I feel like tearing. Martin Ameula, I will never stop mentioning your name. Hey, Selassie. Selassie. God bless you, Atin Selassie. God bless you so much. And as for you, Mary Trinibua, what you did for my family, you don't know what you have done. I will never stop praying for you. I know what I'm saying. I appreciate people when they spend 1 pesewa on me. You think it's easy for somebody to just sit down and say, take this money, use it to support what you do. Buy data to teach people. People have changed their life. A lady shared a story with me and I said, wow. And you are now calling me. He says, yes. I was struggling to take care of my children. But when you came to say to us that a woman should not spend money on children when the man is working, but take them to child support. I took my husband to child support, regardless of what my mother said, my father said, my pastor said, and today I am better off. Hear me. Child support is not a sin. When a man impregnates you and says because you don't want him again, he won't take care of the children. I'm a stupid man. Take him to child support. Let him spend the money and pay for the children's upkeep. Not you, but the children's upkeep. So you can have sound mind to marry somebody else. When I finish with divorce, I'll come and show you how to marry again as born 1, born 2, born 3. Hear me? Don't die. Look beautiful. Dress and look well. Dress to kill. Wear things that will provoke. Share a member before they were dressing. If you don't have breast, spend your money on silicone breast. If you don't have buttocks, spend money and go and do buttocks. Don't die because you are divorced. Don't lose your hair because your marriage. I met a lady who has gone to break. Well, she has shaved all her hair. She had a long hair. I said, hey, why? He said, counselor, after the breakup and separation, is it after the separation between me and Kelvin, my hair is breaking. I said, how? Sorry. I'm sorry. Forgive me, I'm sorry. This was a very beautiful girl. When you see her hair, I saw her and she had shaved her hair. I said, what is this depression? He said, counselor, after what Kevin did to me, my hair started breaking. This is how far. Our bunny. Shimi sem aqua. Hey, hear me. Men Jimmy and go and tie your womb because you think the marriage you are in is the best marriage. There is an end called divorce, but it doesn't end your life. What is that? If you can't have any more children, you don't want to have any more children, use contraceptive, have sex protected, but don't go and tie your womb. What is a bema and sure mamba? So have you heard any man going to do testicular tie so they will not be able to impregnate any woman again? Why will you want to go and tie your tubes because your husband, Counselor Lutrot, is there for you forever? I will be there forever. You don't want to have children, but don't go and tie your womb and become like a man. There is a law for tying tube after 40 and above. But now you meet people at 31, 32. They think they have gotten the best man in their life and the marriage will be forever and ever. Then they go and tie their wombs. When the marriage collapses, I have so many these stories on my table. I met a girl at 29 years who have gone to tie a womb. Jimmy, I got 7 fish rubber from. I didn't know Jimmy Hosa. Our then. Ajeku Monica, welcome. Eva, thank you. Chebafo, you always be there for us. God bless you. Kujo, thank you for coming. Vivian, I've seen all of you. Miriam Adams, thank you. Thank you once again. My topic today is divorce is not the end of life, but it is the legal termination of a registered marriage by court or a competent body. That is called divorce. Why should you end your life because of divorce? Why should you become a ridicule in public because of divorce? Why should you be mocked in public because of divorce? Why? That's my question. Why? Why? Fatih says, so please, counselor, if you walk out of marriage for 10 years without going to court to divorce, can you marry again? Hear me, my sister. That is what I'm treating today. Last time I told you what it means to start a divorce process. And today I'm going to go into it. This your question is a very good preamble for me to enter. If you stay out of marriage for 10 years without going to court, it is not called divorce. It's called separation. The process to divorce starts with separation. And when you separate from your partner for a particular number of years without the marriage being preparable, it constitutes an action for divorce. Because after 18 months without sexual intercourse with your partner, you have the right to go and call in divorce because sexual intercourse is part of what makes marriage work. So my dear, 10 years the man is no more with you. 10 years the man is in Abrochi. 10 years you are sitting here from age 32. You are 42, waiting for a stupid man who has come to marry you to Abrochi. And the church says, wait on the Lord. Stupidity. Which Lord? Which Lord are you waiting upon? We abema ben na wote wo twen. Wakwa brochie penkrata ifie du echi nyina guso twen no na wo bo abrewa wa wode ho to chema obefa wan wan no be ware abrewa. Asori si mengwa wade. Wo papa si yengwa wade titina wade bone ho na dane kraman na dane aponchen na dane preko enti hwede waye tan eso bo be chia wade jaye. Bible ben na si chia wade jaye. Ensanfu akwakwa. Sofo bre a son and yini Jimmy for our sovereignty. And if you want to walk out of marriage, you need to go for counseling before, during, and after divorce. Divorce is not a sin. Legal termination of marriage. The forms of divorce are many. If you marry under the legal dispensation, your dissolution or dissolvement of marriage is done in the law court. Fatih, you are watching me from Kuwait. I've answered your question. 10 years if you stay in Kuwait and your husband is in Ghana, there's no marriage. However, if you don't go to law court to terminate it, you are still a wife. Don't be there and assume that we are no more married. The type of marriage you find yourself in defines the type of divorce you are supposed to go through. But the beginning is that you need what we call separation. The attitude of the man, the abuse of the man, the insult, the neglect. Oh my God. Can you see a woman who is married to a man and the man has never spent 1 peso on the woman before? Everything is by the woman. She buys and feeds herself and feed the family with whatever she's doing. A man doesn't care the medium by which the money he's chopping is coming. He doesn't care because the woman too should provide. Hear me and hear my word. You cannot be a wife and still be taking care of yourself. That is abuse. It's abuse. So when people are in abusive relationship, where men have neglected them, where women are paying for children's school fees, I have never understood this. And I want somebody to help me to understand that when a woman is not supporting you voluntarily, but a man can open his big mouth to tell a woman, I am paying fees, so pay for school fees, buy books, feeding fee, and transportation. Sister, hear me. Now watch it. A woman told me that the husband paid for the school fees. 7,000 Ghana cedis for 3 kids. And said he has nothing anymore. So the woman should find ways of paying for their uniform. 3 kids. 2 uniforms each. 1 PE Lacoste. Number 2, some books were not included to the fees paid. Now feeding fee is 7 cedis a day. Transportation for the 3 children is supposed to be 490 Ghana cedis a month. For the 3 terms is almost 1,500. 7 cedis times 3 is 210 or 21 Ghana cedis. 21 Ghana cedis times 7 multiply by 4. When a man paid 7,000, he thinks he has settled his children's school fees. Who born dog? If you can't take care of 3 children, why do you produce 3 children? Who call you there? Such a woman is crying and complaining and regretting to be a wife. I talk to her, she tells me that, counselor, this marriage, I will not die in it. Oh, there are other men that they are providing everything for some women. They are paying rent. They are giving them chop money. Everything the woman wants, they are providing it. But the woman doesn't have breathing space. Every day they are discussing something that the woman has done. And who is George? Who is Frank? Who is Vincent? I want to understand why constantly you go to work and come at a particular time. Who came to drop you? Whose car is outside there? Why? Because they think they are paying everything. So women want to have their freedom by paying for their things. Hear me. When a man decides to marry you, he has not taken your right. The Article 18 says that every individual have right to privacy. Yesterday, a pastor came on radio and said if your wife has a password on her phone, she's cheating. Number chiauka was siabema. Munim nyansa. Nyame frɛ wo na mobile phone buy. It's mobile phone asiye. That you sit on radio and say when your wife has a password on her phone and has not given you the password, she's cheating. Pastor, share the page. You know, there are many a times that you have friends who are going through challenges and difficulties. Don't waste your energy in telling them what you heard. Share the page. Press your share button and share it. Asa, there's nothing again you are doing. Your friend is suffering. When we come to work and it's about to close, she doesn't know how to go to that house because she's going to meet a list of human beings to greet them. A woman told me that, counselor, when I close and I'm going home, I feel sad because there are people who have to be arranged in front of my house, inside the compound. If I refuse to greet one of them, I'm in trouble. Whether I'm in the mood or I'm not in the mood, I greet my father-in-law, my mother-in-law, my auntie-in-law, my sister-in-law, the children who just came from school. Greet all of them. How are you? Before I climb the staircase and go to her apartment. Immediately I go up to the apartment. There I hear my mother-in-law sending her house help to call me. Oh, you just came, I know you are tired. But grandpa says he will eat fufu and Akosia alone cannot pound. So I was waiting that when you come, you assisted to pound fufu for grandpa. Who is the husband to, who is the wife to grandpa? Is it your daughter-in-law? Yes. Your mother-in-law has gotten you cheap because your husband married you into a family house. The thing that constitutes divorce, we don't know. The devil doesn't have right over anybody's marriage. Garbage in, Garbage out. A man marries you and has neglected his responsibility of providing shelter, security, feeding, upkeep, love. She gets home and they have put cassava on fire, waiting for her to pound fufu for her father-in-law, as if to say she is the wife of the father-in-law. So every day they're at work, she looks for an opportunity to get extra job to do. If she doesn't get home on time, it is fireworks. The husband will call. Why are you not home yet? My mother says they wanted you to pound fufu for my father and you are still not yet home. What at all are you doing at work? She has no right of her own. This constitutes divorce. Share the page. My sister, 10 years doesn't mean you are divorced. Legal termination of marriage by competent body of court. Yes, by court or any competent body is divorce. It is not a weakness. It is not a demonic attack, but it is a formula that has been laid down. The type of divorce you find yourself in is defined by the type of marriage you are in. Today, some of the causes of divorce is what I'm telling you. And I'm interjecting them with the procedure to divorce. When a man marries you after 2 years and you are not comfortable in the marriage, the law in Ghana says you evoke separation, and after 5 to 8 months, close to 12 months, you can file for divorce. Separation means the man cannot still have sexual intercourse with you, cannot be around where you are. If you have children with him, he needs to do his duty as a father to the children. But for you, he should provide whatever he needs to provide, but no nocturnal activities. Sexual intercourse is not part of it again for him. You are foolish men asking their wife, what at all have you brought into the marriage? Whilst a woman's vagina is lying down for you to chop without pay, whilst a woman is washing your clothing and leaving them for you to wear to work without pay, whilst a woman is cooking food for you to eat, instead of you going to a restaurant, you ask her, what are you bringing on board? You are a stupid man. Whoever gave you access to be a husband is wicked. You look at your wife and you don't provide for what she has to wear. You can't remember the last time you gave her money to do her hair. You can't remember the last time you gave money to buy pomade to smear on her skin. You can't remember ever seeing a shoe that you bought that was bigger than her feet. But you have the guts to say your skin is wrinkled. You have the guts to say your hair is nasty. You have the guts to say, I don't like the way you look. When I see your nakedness, I lose erection. Die. Stupid men, unfortunately, have beautiful wives who are hurting. And they are afraid because of the public. Hear my love. Hear my word. Hear my annoyance. Hear me. If you divorce, it is not a disgrace. Let me drink X mineral water. Water is life. Divorce is not a disgrace. Share it. That's all I want you to do. And for those of you who are not following me, you can't get notification unless by chance you see. Just go down there and follow Counselor Lutot. Asa, what do you lose? When I come online and you don't want to watch, nobody will force you. After all, your 5 CDs credit will maintain knowledge for you. Divorce is not a sin. It's not a crime. It's a legal termination of relationship. Too many things I'm hearing is killing me. Do many things. This afternoon, I left radio and a woman called me because I made a statement. And she says, "Counselor, I have gone to file for divorce, but I'm holding on to it because everybody is blaming me. But after listening to you this afternoon on radio, I want to go ahead." I said, "Madam, wait. Don't go ahead. Before you start divorce, have you ever gone for counseling?" She says, "No." I said, "Not prayer meeting, not consulting your pastor for consultation. I am talking about counseling. Somebody must help you discover your fault in the marriage, help you discover your negative role in the marriage, help you discover what you are blaming yourself for, that you are not the reason. Then the legal writings of writing the reasons why you are trying to evoke the law of divorce must be considered under scrutiny of counseling by a counselor who understands the institution of marriage before a legal person takes the action of serving your husband through a located circuit court for divorce." You see the procedure? But most of you just go to see a lawyer, and in your emotions, you write nonsense. In your emotions, you write a kwasiasem. In your emotions, you write things that will come back to eat you up. Hear me, wife, beautiful madam, hear my story. Even now that you are married, including my wife, you will be watching. Be beautiful to another man, so that the day we divorce, you will not be a fugitive in the system. Don't be ugly in the system. Don't look tattered. You are my wife, Counselor Lutrot. So what? You wear my jersey everywhere. That is what the Bible says. The pastor should lie to you. Everywhere you go, you wear my jersey, Counselor Lutrot. And what? Mrs. Lutrot. So what? So because you are Mrs. Lutrot, you shouldn't look beautiful in town. The pride of Counselor Lutrot is the beautiful wife in public. Others should crave to have my wife, so that if I divorce her, she will not struggle to become another person's missus. Look at yourself in marriage. I am not against it. If you sell everything you have to take care of your children, I am not against it. But I am against when you look tattered, ugly, unpresentable in marriage. Counseling before divorce. Because if you don't go through counseling before divorce, you will say things that you are not supposed to say in public. Spousal secrets must be held on to your grave, even when you are no more with the partner. That's the law. Every secret the two of us hold on to in marriage cannot be devoured. You can't say it. You can't talk about it. If you think you are walking out of marriage under the law, what is called spousal secret must still be intact, because we are individuals who came to the marriage. And if the marriage is no more, whatever we did in secret, I was stealing, I was killing, I was robbing, will end there. There is no need in spewing it in public. But when you don't go for counseling, because of divorce, you say things that are irrelevant in public. Seek for counseling before divorce. The first person you look for when you want to divorce is not a lawyer, it's a counselor. The first person you seek for when you want to divorce is not a pastor. The first person you seek for if you want to divorce is not your father, because There are 3 forms of marriage under Cap 127 in the law of Ghana: Mohammedan marriage, customary marriage, civil marriage. There's nothing called Christian marriage. No pastor has a right over marriage in this country, even not in America. So why do you consider your pastor to be the reason why you are still in an abusive relationship and waiting upon the Lord my foot? What the Lord has put together, let no man put asunder. What was the Lord standing to put together? If every man is a God to a man, a woman, is this man treating you like the God of your life? When divorce is coming, hear it. Seek for counseling first. Don't look for a lawyer. Don't. Depending on the type of marriage you find yourself. If you find yourself in a civil marriage, which is a marriage for the court, the lawyer will help you meet a judge. But before you meet a lawyer, seek for professional counseling so that the counselor in his professional ethics will let you go through your pain, crowd out the actions, tell the counselor what you did wrong, the procedure you entered into the marriage was wrong. I don't want to hear any woman saying that when the man didn't have anything, I provided for him. When he had something now, he has neglected me. And that is, oh my God, don't be a foolish woman. Who called you to come and help a man who didn't have? The first example of marriage in the Garden of Eden. Adam had everything. If you allow a poor man to marry you because you are rich, shut up and don't talk. Do you know what it means? That my wife will come in public when we want to divorce and say they should ask me, when I was marrying her, what did I have? Even I didn't have a place to sleep. She spoke to the mother and the house they were building in Kaswa. That is where we want to live until Nanda have something to give. So I am being ungrateful. They should ask me, where was I sleeping? What car was I driving before I married her? It was the father's old car that was given to her. She gave to me to use it for taxi. That is why today I have a mouth to talk. Hear my word. If you allow a poor man to marry you, and you decide to provide that poor man a shelter, when you want to divorce, shut up. I don't understand. Why now somebody wants to divorce, and in the act of the divorce, she is telling everybody who the man was before they got married, because you've not gone for counseling. My sister, hear me. My brother, hear me. Don't go to a lawyer first for divorce. Don't go to a pastor. Don't go to a judge first. Don't go to your parent first. Seek for counseling. So before you decide to issue separation in the relationship, which is the first form that should help you. Now hear me. Once you decide that I want to see it clear, which is the first thing, you want to seek for counseling. And once you go for counseling, the counselor now will take you through